Eyewitness News, continue your coverage this morning of this debate. Eyewitness News political analyst Joe Fleming joining us again in studio this morning with a look at how last night's debate could impact how the candidates fare in upcoming caucuses and the race overall. All right, Joe, so Michael Bloomberg is there, but he's really not there because he's not on the ballot.
Correct.
So what is the point of him getting into these debates? Just for name recognition, facial recognition?
Well, some of that, he's getting a lot of name recognition while the advertising he's doing, but people need to know what he stands for. Right now, people know the name Michael Bloomberg, but they don't know what he stands for. Last night was an opportunity for him to showcase himself on the issues. However, he ended up playing defense all night. Yeah. He really did not have a good night at all. So
he faced criticism in recent months anyway, and last night handling of his stop and frisk, among other things. Governor Raimondo said this week that she's standing behind him. Do you think he did enough to dispel any of his issues that people are bringing up last night?
I think these issues are going to continue. They're going to continue right on through Super Tuesday and see how he makes out on Super Tuesday. All the five Democrats last night all attacked him on all these issues. They're not going to stop. They're going to keep this up. There's another debate next week. I think you're going to see a lot of the same things going on next week, criticism of Michael Bloomberg.
So Elizabeth Warren and Joe Biden have both been struggling to find their footing in this race. Did they do anything last night to turn their momentum around?
Elizabeth Warren, I believe, had a really good night last night. This goes back to the first debate where she really stood out. I think last night she stood out as the person who had a good night. She really attacked Bloomberg. She attacked other people where she had to, and she got her message across. Joe Biden, I thought, also had a decent night because a lot of his vote went to Michael Bloomberg. If Bloomberg had a bad night, those votes could start going back to Joe Biden. He came across as presidential, a person who's been involved with a lot of issues over the years. So I think that could be a real positive for Joe Biden.
Bernie Sanders still the front runner in the race. Yep. Bernie was sort of just, on stage over there saying, hello, don't forget about me over here. Right. But that's not a bad thing, I guess, if you're the front runner when you're just sort of left alone.
Not at all. In this situation, with the attacks going on Bloomberg, that was a plus for Bernie Sanders. However, he was criticized. Some people, Buttigieg attacked Bernie Sanders on socialism. That's an issue that could really be an Achilles heel for Bernie Sanders as the campaign goes on. So the Democrats are looking at that now also with Bernie Sanders.
Separate battles seem to be going on last night and for the last couple of weeks. Pete Buttigieg and Amy Klobuchar.
Right.
Is their little back and forth and their little battle helping or hurting them?
Well, I think both of them realize that the two of them are not going to make it. They need to have one of them come forward and one of them basically fade out of the picture. So right now they're fighting for that ground. And we're going to have to see over these next couple primaries and caucuses. Right now, the polls show Buttigieg ahead of Klobuchar in most of these races. So she may fade out of this. She had that one big bump in New Hampshire. We got to see if that continues.
It does help that there are fewer candidates, though, on the stage, and this is sort of what we're going to see going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. I think especially after we get to past Super Tuesday, I think a few of these candidates will drop out. We could be down to 3 or 4 candidates after March 3rd or March 10th.
All right, thank you, Joe, as always, and this interview will be posted on our website very soon, WPRI.com.